Hello everyone, I am Shashank and you guys are watching iSharky. So guys, in today's video I am going to discuss about human rights. So in this video we are going to talk about the importance of human rights, how it came into existence. So first let's start with the concept of human rights. The concept behind human right is that no matter who we are, where we are born, is entitled with same basic rights. Human rights are not privileges. By mean word privileges, I mean that these are not those rights which cannot be granted or revoked in any special circumstance or any situation or by any special power. And most importantly, these rights are inalienable and universal. But it becomes incredibly complicated as soon as someone tries to put that idea into practice. So there are some question arises here. What exactly are these human rights? Who gets to pick them and how? Who enforces them and how? The history behind this concept of human right is a long one. So what I did here is I have crunched up all this theory, all this history in a nutshell. So you can get maximum out of this minimum time. Throughout the centuries and societies, religions and cultures, we have struggled with defining the notions of rightfulness, justice and rights. But one of the most modern affirmation of universal human rights emerged from ruins of Second World War. Back then, everyone was recovering from Second World War and its 70 million dead, the most devastating conflict in human history. So, in 1948, to make sure such atrocities would not happen again in future, the search for shared value began. Why? To have people unite around a strong symbol, the UDHR, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. What is less known about this is it was adopted by UN General Assembly and it has become the most translated text on this earth. But what are human rights? The rights that you are entitled to simply because you are a human being. In other words, everyone gets benefits from them from birth without any distinction or any discrimination. The idea behind it that these rights are like needs. These rights are absolutely necessary for one to live well. Without them, it will become law of jungle and you would risk being beheaded by your government. They don't like your Facebook post. So I have a question here. So if these human rights are so well developed, then why these human rights are abused and ignored time and time again all over the world? The problem in general is that it is not at all easy to universally enforce this right or to punish the transgressors. The UDHR itself, being highly authoritative and respected, is itself a declaration, not a hard law. That's why some critics says it's naive to consider these human rights. These rights are interdependent, indivisible and interrelated. This means if a right is not respected, a series of other rights won't be either. If I have to take an example here, if you are homeless, you live in streets, you can't sleep, then you fell ill, then you can't go to school and eventually you can't find a job. Here, the violation of right to adequate housing triggers the other rights such as violation of rest, right to education, right to work and etc. The declaration is not a legislative text. It's an ideal. As its name says it's all. It is declaration. Therefore, it is not valid in court of law and also it is not enforceable. But most states have integrated these human rights in their constitution and therefore they must guarantee it to their citizens. We can only defend these human rights only when we know them. It's everybody's role to ensure they are respected and protected. Collective conscience means each and every person is responsible for everybody's else well-being. Therefore, we can all get involved in protest against injustice and make the universal rights ideals succeed. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, and I will recommend you to watch my other videos also if you are interested in law. I have made several videos on the constitution, like from article 12 to article 19. You can find all of them on my channel. You guys can go and check the same. Thanks for watching.